It's an interesting discussion that we'll be having with Jimoh Sunday, also known as Jimbaba. He's
Yes,
an award-winning comedian, actor, and also MC.
Yes, he's also an event consultant who, over the years, has carved a niche for himself in the comedy industry. Join us as this guy really knows how to crack up an audience.
Jimbaba, you are
Good
welcome.
morning, lady and gentlemen.
Yes, there's only one of us.
Man.
Good to have you here,
It's
man.
good to be here. It's good to be here.
Grand to have you.
Honored, I feel blessed.
And we're
to be
honored
here.
to have you. Let's
Us.
talk about your efforts. First off, how did you start, as an MC or as a comedian? Which is it?
I started as a comedian.
As a comedian.
You know.
So,
Okay.
now, because sometimes when I go out for shows, people always say, MC, crack a joke now.
But there's a huge difference between being a comedian and being an MC. You know, you can be a professional MC. It doesn't really qualify you to being a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
But as a comedian, you could train yourself to be a good compere. You know,
Okay.
it works together. It gives you an edge. You know, for you to have that sense of humor. You know, and when you're now a comedian, you know, you combine that as an MC. You know, it gives you a great advantage. You know, over.
So you had been, you know, doing your stand-up comedy for a while before you won AY's
The Open Mic Comedy
Open
Challenge.
Mic Comedy Challenge, or that was what launched your career?
Kind of. I've been doing it for a while, you know. Then I was still a bit very young, you know, just trying to, you know, come up. I saw the competition, I saw the advert, and I was like, man, I think I need to get here and see what I can do. And then when I got there, to the glory of God, I was able to scale through and I won the competition. So that
What's
was
that pressure
the
like?
breakthrough for me to.
What's that pressure like? I mean, you have to be funny, but yet you're still under so much pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, winning the competition, I can't imagine being put under so much pressure and still you expect me to be, I don't know, funny. That's hard. How did you deal
Life
with
in
that?
itself is a competition. You know, we strive to survive. So when you combine that to what you do, your passion, so you should be able to, you know, absorb those pressure and then scale through. You know, I felt, let me just go and try my luck and see if I can just win this competition. And I was actually the only Yoruba guy amongst all the guys that came, you know, all those guys from Warri, you know, Bini, all those, Warri, get one time for Warri, all those kind of things.
Well, so do you feel not threatened? Do you feel like these worry guys, it's like they them blood?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
the
that kind of a thing, you know. So a lot of people want to hear, I'm from Warri, I'm going to leave this thing for these guys. They will take it. I felt, well, I prepared myself. You know, one thing about comedy is you have to be very strong. You have to be original. You have to be prepared. You have to. So I did a lot of preparation. I did a lot of rehearsals. I've watched so many senior colleagues, you know, back then, Night of 1,000 Laughs. I studied all the jokes and all that. So I used that as an avenue to create my own original jokes. So,
You know, you mentioned be prepared. That be prepared is now making me want to change my mind because I was going to put you on the spot right now, spontaneous. Since you said, you know, you can use whatever ambience you're in to create a joke, I was just wondering if you could just create something off the cuff for like
still doing
10,
it. You're still putting them on the
15,
spot.
20 seconds.
now,
But it's okay
as
if
you're
you
smiling
can't.
at me, I'm scared of smiling back. Because if I smile back, you will bill me.
So,
That's Nigerian girls, you know. You don't smile back when they smile at you.
I don't understand.
I know what you're saying. She will get it.
Which
As you're smiling at me now, I'm already suspecting you like,
Which
hey.
brings me to something.
Like-
Why? This is something I've observed.
Okay.
I may be wrong, but there's something about Nigerian comedians and talking about girls. Girls did this. They are the only ones girls joke.
Hey,
The only ones girls
Are the people
do
we
this.
see every time. We see girls everywhere. Yeah, is there anything you want? If you are driving, you see girls, you know.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, your comedy has to be about everything around
Like,
you.
you guys don't even talk about the mess ups of you guys. It's always the
We
girl
talk
that
about
do
all of
this.
those things too. We talk about football. We talk about
We're not talking about football.
career. You know, we talk about news. We talk about politics.
See, you are representing the comedy industry right now.
Yeah, okay.
And as a female, I am putting it to you that the comedy industry is fond of, one, objectifying women, two, making women the brunt of the jokes, and three,
You don't think so?
I don't want.
Mary's going
I asked
in
you
on
to
this
give-
one.
I asked you to give an off-the-cuff joke. Look at what you
He
did.
has just done
You
that.
said my smile is
Say
expensive.
something around me, you know, that kind of
In
thing.
any case, I think that it's a very, very tough assignment to actually put together original material that people find entertaining
Yeah.
every single time. No matter whether it takes you 6 months to come up with your next show, that's actually all the time that you need to design stuff that people would find very entertaining. So I give it to Nigerian comedians,
And I'm glad you
especially
mentioned
in
that.
the environment that we are. There's not very many funny things.
Yeah.
Honestly, prices of food is going up, fuel, there's fuel
Pressure is
scarcity.
too much.
When did the fuel scarcity start, by the way? Was I in limbo?
See, that thing just used to come now.
How did that
When
start?
the full no, let's make
This
a
is
joke
the
of it.
period we respect the full attendants.
Oh.
You see a professor, PhD, that be bros, money, sir.
I
Can you
bet.
give me 10 liters? I don't mind to give you. And you see them carrying their shoulders.
I'm telling you.
Go to the queue, join the queue. You know, so
And especially the ones that the petrol station gives uniforms, as in it's finally time for them to brush those chevrons. I mean,
You know.
yes, I
it's
find it
always
very,
like
you
that.
know.
So sometimes you need to just take a time out, to unwind, listen to jokes. Nigerian comedians are really trying, But if you look at Nigerian audience, they're very, very funny.
Yeah.
They like varieties. Unlike in abroad, where a comedian will stage a show, it's just one man.
Yes.
One man, one star like Dave Chappelle, Chris
Yeah.
Rock.
Yes.
Just
One-man
only
show.
one man. He will do the 1 hour special, 1 hour 30 minutes or 2 hours. That's the end of the
It's a
show.
wrap.
But
Yeah.
Nigerians, once you're cracking jokes, after 15, 20 minutes, give us music now. Let another comedian enter now. What's all this one?
So how do you handle that kind of heckling?
Yeah.
What do you do then?
That's what we're
Have you
trying
ever
to do
been
now.
heckled so bad? What's your worst experience with a heckler?
I don't think I've...
You're one of the lucky few who have not been heckled.
yeah, I don't think I've ever had any bad day.
Then you must be. In fact, you are good. Then that's just it.
There
Because
was a time I
people.
was on stage and, this Nigerian NEPA just...
Yeah.
This is the light and I just switched to music. I started singing gospel and everybody joined me. Amen, amen. so you have to be spontaneous when it comes to
Spontaneity.
comedy.
I get
Yeah.
you.
So
But what about
Okay,
in an
so-
age? I'm sorry, Mary.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay. What about in an age with social media? Everybody is becoming a comedian on social media. Do you find that you have to translate your stand-up comedy into social media or little snippets and all of that? Are you pressured to
Such
do
as
that?
skits and the rest.
all those skits and all that, that's really helped a lot. That's really brought up a lot of guys. I remember in 2015 I started doing comedy skits, but then my focus then was on TV, showing it on TV
Okay.
and all that. But now the attention is now on social media.
Social media, yeah.
So perhaps it's one of the things I'm also considering,
Okay.
to do. But stand-up comedy is stand-up comedy.
So that's just an
It
addition
can
to
never fade, So it's always be there and all that. But of course, as an entertainer, you can't just put yourself in one corner.
Yeah.
So you have to diversify. You have to spread out your tentacles to, let's see what is going on in other areas. You can't do without social media now.
Okay.
In anything you do, either you're a pastor, you are a traditionalist, you are a herbalist, you are a journalist, anything you do at all.
Now you've evolved from Gym Boy to
Yeah.
Jimbaba.
Nah.
And so it makes me wonder, a lot has happened in that period of time,
Yeah.
growing, trying to improve yourself, your craft, and of course your own financial life, considering everything going on.
Yeah.
And so I wonder, what does it take as a comedian to put together a show?
Well, it takes a lot, to be very honest. It's not easy to do a show in this part of the world.
Yeah.
Especially when you're just trying to, come up, when you're not yet an household name. You get so, from getting sponsorships, getting funds to getting the venue, even if you have the money to get the venue and put all of those things together, how about getting people to come?
Yeah. You also
and
need
get
a
shows?
healthy
That's
network,
another
don't you?
aspect as well. You have to, touch different places, And Nigerians are very funny. They will push you. Man, you've been doing this now. Guy, do show now.
Yeah.
Do show.
Yeah.
We will support you.
Exactly.
We are behind you. And then you start. You look back, you
You're
not
not
see
lean
them.
back. Your head will not hit the ground.
But how many shows have you put together?
Yeah, I think I'm doing the show very soon.
Okay.
That will be like the 4th
The
edition.
4th edition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Jimbaba comedy concert.
Jimbaba Comedy Concert.
What's it about?
Comedy concert, comedy
Just
show,
the-
comedy special.
Because you put concerts, so is it music and comedy?
And there's going to be a little bit of music,
Okay.
but I'm also going to be featuring other comedians as well. So,
Okay.
and I'll be the headline performer that day. So,
I'm curious when this is the next one because I would like to come. The next one's
on
going to be when?
Sunday,
Oh,
27th
okay.
of November.
This Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday.
Okay.
All right. Where's that
At
happening?
Terra Culture.
I can see that you're wearing the shirt as well.
Yeah, Jim
That's
Baba.
like a plug.
Terra Culture.